Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. Wanted to talk about the state of rap and hip hop this year and recently, I feel like it's not dying, but in a way kind of is. Like if you compare it to the early 2000s versus, you know, going back to 2010s, all of that, I feel like it is just in decline. And I will include some charts and some numbers to back that up, whether we're talking mainstream or even the field. Like, what are we listening to? Like I find myself as a fan still listening to the old stuff. Not because, it's not amazing, because it is, but at the same time, there isn't anything new that is good. You know what I mean? And if I'm wrong, suggest some stuff to me. And, you know, the state of hip hop is just not the same then versus now. Even Billboard presence, right? You look at 2015, rap dominated charts like Drake, Kendrick, Fetty Wap, Future, Eminem, whatever the case may be, and a lot like even earlier than that, like 2010s. You're talking about Ti. A lot of rappers dominated, like even Jeezy, Young Jeezy, or even Gucci Mane in 2006 all the way through, like even trap music, like Migos and all of them. It's just not the same. It's not quite the same. A lot of rappers were, up there. For example, I believe in 2024, if I get the numbers right, I will list them up. There is only, I think, 30 some percent of the top 100 Billboard were hip hop and pop. While before that, I think 2015 they had like 56 tracks out of the top 100 were hip hop and rap. And obviously, if you're a hip hop fan, mainstream doesn't matter. But at the same time, it matters for the health of the genre. It matters because I'm realizing that there is nobody new carrying the torch. There is nothing really moving the genre along. There is no cultural chart toppers. There is no sicko modes. There is no God's plan. There is no, swagger like us. There is no big collaborations. There is no renegade. There is no these tracks, these iconics. There is no forever where when it came out it was big event, it was even played at clubs, and there is no Kanye, there is no new producers that are coming to the scene. That is even the producer scene is just really, it's being carried by, you know it's still, even Metro, like, is the last one that came out of it that you can even remember. Like, at least for me, there isn't anybody coming with in that caliber. Of course, there might be some that you like, that on you listen to and all of that, and introduce me to them. But on the mainstream, there is none. It's really alarming. Um, fewer high impact collaborations in the charts, and even new school rappers, like I'll mention Jid, or even who do you consider new school? I guess even Jid, he's like in his 30s. Big Sean is in his what, 30s, 40s. There isn't any like new blood. Like, there isn't Wheezy when he first came out. Like, he's 18, 19, whatever. There is no Eminem when he first came out. He was like, what, 20s, and there isn't that. Like, there isn't that fire the younger generation that are bringing forth. And I think there is no clear superstar that is carrying the torch for the next generation or emerging out of it. And as crazy as it might sound, there is no King Von. Is like, there isn't that. There is no Lil Durk. That doesn't exist anymore. Like, it's just, I feel like I haven't heard anything like that anymore. There is no Juice WRLD. Like, even in a trap sense, that doesn't exist now. Um, the genre overall still leans into Eminem, Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole to chart or to bring something new or fresh to the scene that people can listen to, or people can. We're still waiting for that. Like, we're still waiting. Oh, when is the new Drake album? Drake been rapping for 20 years or 15 years, or whatever the case may be. He's been topping charts, and it feels like it almost like kind of like Kendrick died. Kendrick died. Kendrick said like the party is dead, and I don't know if that's partly his fault, and I don't want to say that because that doesn't make sense. Even him, like post beef, he's not even charting in the top 100 anymore. I believe right now there's only like 2 songs, and they're all like 2 or 3 songs they're like Drake songs and Eminem, and they came out years and years ago. That doesn't make sense. Like there isn't nothing fresh. I don't know. I mean, in reality, music itself, it's always shifting, so things can change in the future. New blood can just come in and take over, but the genre just needs a fresh voice to carry the next era. It's that simple. And until that fresh voice comes, I don't know. I don't know if the old heads can just keep it afloat as a genre that I love personally. And I think that's a big problem. You look at like pop, country, Latin trap, whatever, Afro beats, all of those are gaining momentum. They're charting more than hip hop, and hip hop is nowhere to be seen. Even in early, like, anywhere between like started, I would say 2010 to like 2015 or 20 even 18, there was a lot of mix. Like everybody wanted a rapper on their song to be featured. Like all pop music was mixing with a certain rapper. Like you have Wiz Khalifa featuring some singer, and you have all of that, and it was working because rap was the main thing. Like if you wanted, as a pop star, if you wanted to chart, you probably had to get a rapper to chart. And now it's the opposite. I feel like it's just, besides like Taylor Swift, who always charts, it's pop, it's rock, it's country, and even rock is somewhat making a comeback, I guess. But I know that music moves in cycles. I know that a comeback is always possible, but at this point, I just don't see how that could happen, and I don't see a way for it to happen. I mean, Eminem is in his mid 50s. You're talking about Drake in his 40s. You're talking about Kendrick in his 40s almost. I think he's 30 some, or closer to his 40s. J. Cole, we've been waiting for the fall off for like 3 fucking years, and nothing is happening out of that. We need it. We need it for the genre. Uh, more of the story, chart dominance has dropped significantly. There is no breakout stars. Like even when Central C dropped, like it was underwhelming. Like, you're talking about even including the UK rap, because it's just, you look for someone to carry it. And, yes, the Kendrick Drake beef took over the internet, blah, 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 which is cool. But after that, it kind of went cold, and it's been cold since then. And I'm not blaming the beef, but it's just, I don't know, it's just cold. There is no talent in the genre overall. I know I keep saying it because it's a reality. The next just, I guess maybe the next culture wave in hip hop haven't arrived yet, but at the same time, is it gonna arrive, or is this it? Is this the end of hip hop, just like how it was kind of sort of the end of rock in early 2000s? How rock used to dominate and then boom, dropped. How pop I guess is always there, but it just slowed down significantly, and now all of a sudden it's back. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below. I will try to include this bullet point so that way you understand what I'm talking about and back it up by statistics. It's a new style of video. I've never done this style of video before, but hope you like it. Share, like, and subscribe, and always hit a gym somewhere. Stay safe out there.